rolling 1d6 plus 1 to see how effective it is.
Not very.
Oof.
Unfortunate. He regains 2 hit points.
What does that bring him to? I can't see his health bar.
20 of 25.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and add your health bar. Is it actually, do you mind if I add your health bar? Is that okay with you?
Go for it. Go for it.
The great Magnus is here. We shall have more luck. Not to
No
cheat.
pressure.
If there's any more wood around, I'd knock on it with my tail.
Thump thump.
Everyone is frozen but me, and that makes me think it's me.
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh.
Can you hear us, or?
I can hear you, which is
Okay.
unusual.
Well, that's what's important.
All right. Well, if you can hear us, we can jiggle the cables later.
You froze in an epic pose, for what that's worth. Everyone is super. Everyone's like super D&D right now. Everyone's like that. It's really good.
All right.
Well, I can see you just fine. You're
Yeah.
coming through. Yeah.
All right, John. Let's figure out what the party is doing with this turn.
The words and the word. So,
We've agreed we shouldn't say it out loud.
no, we should probably keep that under wraps for now, until we have a good reason to verbalize it.
Indeed.
We could pray to the light for answers.
Later.
Commonly a good idea. But yes, perhaps after we have more questions. So,
Let's move on.
I believe that our thoughts were to try to hunt and destroy those guests that gave us so much trouble before.
Yes. Well,
We did reduce some of their numbers, so hopefully they won't be quite so deadly, but they will still be deadly.
Oh, this reminds me. You guys spiked this door. It has been breached in the night.
Which one, Ping it?
This one here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Does it look like it was breached by the ferocity of ghoulish claws, or was it more intentional?
It looks like it was forced open by violence, but like impact rather than torn to shreds. You could close it again. Difficulties with his camera,
Seems Ross is dropping in and out.
or our camera rather.
Not just the camera, but he's dropping in and out of the call, but hopefully it'll be okay.
My assumption is that he's dropping in and out on purpose to try and make things work. Is that correct, Ross?
Yeah, I just really want a video feed. I like seeing you all animate. You're much more interesting when you're animated. So,
Aw, thank you.
Gosh, maybe I should dig up my camera after all. But not this time.
Another day.
I
right.
don't know if you can reduce the quality of video. It might work a little better.
yeah, maybe. I'm on hotel
Unfortunately,
Wi-Fi.
Discord doesn't offer that many options for fine-tuning that sort of thing, sadly.
So the door looks like it was blown inward, the direction south. Is that correct?
It was pushed open to the north. Like from the south, it was pushed open north.
So it's
Oh,
something's unleashed this way. Something wicked this way comes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sort of like. So it's
But
sort of.
we already knew that those creatures were able to reach our door because they were scrabbling at it.
well, this implies something came out of that door, right?
Yeah.
Or
could've just been those
rushed
ghouls.
outwards.
Because
Indeed.
we thought we heard them. At least that's what I thought.
What lies in that direction?
Oh, yeah. That's the
In that-
hallway, right?
That is the hallway which leads
Yeah.
south to that room where we found the ogres. But on the way is the tomb of Sarachek, where we believe that the ghouls are nesting.
Yes.
Don't we? I think we discussed at some point, maybe the wee hours when we were afraid. I don't know, but the ghouls are maybe not a big payoff. So maybe we tiptoe past the ghouls, or if we run into them, we lure them with some kind of phantasm, and we lure them round back of the ogres or something. I don't know. Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
We can't. It was nice to make a plan, but we don't know what to do until we confront it.
We need
But
to know
I don't.
where the ogres are for that.
Don't overplan. Simply tell me what you're going to do with the next 10 minutes before I tell you you have used up another 10 minutes to dithering.
I wouldn't recommend going looking for ghouls, but we'll reckon with them if we meet them. But I think the ogres may have more of a payoff. Is anyone else in agreement?
I agree with you in
I agree.
principle. My only concern of the ghouls is more removing a threat, because last time we did that, they came up behind us.
Who's the group caller?
John.
John.
I agree with you, John, and I think it's within our means to improvise a barricade for the door and to leave those things where they are.
We
Lock them in.
So
I know we
where's
ripped the door. Let's rip another door off and then go down with that door and then put that door back. And we'll really confuse
feasible?
people when they get... Well, I mean, we ripped the other door off and it was made of metal.
Yeah, we'd have to keep the door there, well, like staking it or something.
Yeah,
Which I
stake
don't know
it.
if They would like.
Yeah.
Where's that workaround area?
Hey, we have a bunch of stuff in here.
The map suggests that we can flank to the west and go south. But when we tried that last time, we ran into a door that Leofstein was unable to pick.
Okay.
No offense, Leofstein.
None taken.
We didn't try breaking the door. No, we did try, and I failed.
We tried and it didn't. Yeah, we couldn't do it. It's clearly a pretty tough door. And
Let's just take a bunch of
was-
this. Is this dry rotted? Is it just falling apart?
All these crates.
Yeah.
just thinking about making a barricade with it.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
not super strong, but no, you could reposition some of these crates and use them as a weak barricade. It wouldn't be enough to like actually block movement reliably, but it would definitely be enough that you would hear them attempting to breach it.
Yeah, I want us to
Yeah.
make noise.
This
Slow
is
them down.
this is what we call in the trade someone else's problem. And they'll have-
I wanted to do something with that, and let's gather this stuff up and
Very
make them
Okay.
climb after us.
AJ, take note. The party has spent 10 minutes in scheming.
Is
Good
this the
scheming.
same 10 that we were observing shot smell, or is this the next 10?
We have finished 7 in the morning and 7:10. It should
Okay.
now be 7:20.
But he didn't just say that out loud.
No, absolutely not.
No.
I'm not that cruel.
That was not true. All right, so we taking some barricade stuff and we're hoofing it.
Don't forget
We're gonna
down.
tiptoe past the tulips. I mean the ghouls. Yes.
We'll tiptoe to them and then barricade that room, if
Yeah.
possible.
The dark. Shania.
The tomb of
Sharachek. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do something which will make Ross a little sad, but because based on something we discussed earlier, because of how deeply slow dungeon and exploration movement is, it is not affected by encumbrance, at least for now. You're going to move about 120 feet each turn when you are moving with caution, because it is the caution which is slowing you more than anything you're carrying.
Oh, you're saying it's going to move faster than the regular movement speed because we're
No, not really. It's just I don't care if you're
He
encumbered.
thinks that
If
should
you-
be.
if-
He thinks it should be the unladen speed, even laden, because
we have a
it's
ton of
pretty
people. I don't disagree with that at all. We're
Okay.
just carrying what wood. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you haul it all over there. This will occupy one turn, getting down the hall and to this position. Now, what light sources are you bearing as you go down this way?
I have the continuous light lantern.
Golden
Yes, you
spear.
All right,
Gold
all right.
spear.
Okay. From within, as you approach this area, from within the ruined tomb of Sarachek, a unholy stench wafts. It's clear that this is a habitation of something foul. However, you are able to move to this position and set up the barricade, which I will draw with a quick little sketch.
We will set each piece gingerly and stack them
Okay.
Yes.
haphazardly, but quietly.
Yes. You are able to do this without creating any stir from within. It should now be 7:30.
That rug is still there, right? We could kind of drape the rug over. Or maybe that's a bad idea. I want it to clatter.
Indeed. You have successfully laid a barricade. What
Okay,
is your
let's-
next step?
How about we proceed south to the ogres?
South. Yes, south it is.
Okay. Measure, measure, measure. As you go south, you hear a clatter from the north.
Shot spot. I mean,
I peeked north.
You spy a quartet of creatures that appear to have arranged themselves in formation to stalk you.
Kill them.
are they too far for a turning?
No, you can go wheel on them and try and take them out if you wish. They should be about 60 feet away, so I'm going to move them a little closer.
How about Dolby whip around and do a begone?
That should totally work. You can try and use that. You can use this to, we'll see if you can surprise them. Obviously, you know that they're there, and obviously they know that you're there, but they might not know that you know that they are there.
The turning might be a surprise.
Yes.
To whip around that way.
So if you would be, I will roll to see if they are surprised. They will be surprised on a 1 or 2 and 6. They are not surprised. So we will roll initiative in the traditional fashion. And I will turn on the fancy combat music. But only the normal combat music because it's not an never-ending horde of these horrible things.
Yet.
Yes. Alright. I can't remember exactly what the marching order is, but I believe Glorpert was at the rear.
That's right.
Yeah.
I knew this would happen. I mean, I thought it might happen.
I was pretty sure.
Caller, you can pick if you want me in the rear. I'm learning things. The two-handed sword takes up a ton of space. But if you want, I can just switch to I have a halberd, polearm. So whichever one works better for you.
No, remember you gave that to Baleric.
But I picked it up because he peed his pants and ran away.
That's true. He did pee his pants and run away.
I should give it back to him, though, so you're correct.
He would like it back so he can fight. But the general principle applies. Either way, please roll initiative. Oh, no, before we roll initiative, does anyone wish to declare any spells?
Is our plan to just drive them away?
Mirror image, because it lasts a while.
Magic
I'm gonna see
missile.
if we can do this without, like, expending anything to. You know, I'm just gonna cast magic missile. Screw it.
Okay.
Dobby
a
will
couple
take
of-
his burnt to a crisp holy symbol and try to turn them.
Owanin will back you up and do likewise.
All right. It seems likely
Ready?
that these creatures will not go first this round. Don't roll a 1.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No,
I
not
did.
that.
What did we just say?
Oh, wait, let me
Incorrect.
try that again. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. You only get the 1 shot. Alright, so I'm going to turn my gaze real quickly to the marching order notes. So in the rear is Lofston, Baleric, and Glorpert. So, da. Great position.
It looks like Ulfkill was able to move to the rear that's now the fore.
Oh, yeah, it's because
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna need you guys to like try and copy the. 1 sec. I'm going to go to the other page real quick and take a quick screenshot of that so that I can stop going back and referencing it. There we are. How much easier is that?
Oh, I'm near the front now. That's right. But yeah, before you got here, I was just like, yeah, let's definitely put Glorpert in the rear because having him as rear guard was pretty clutch last time. I said.
Lofstan and Valeric. And a horrible problem is about to be beset upon you.
Oh, they're here. Okay.
Yes. The creatures seeing you as the maggot-tongued creatures sense you becoming aware of them, they respond very quickly, moving to a charge. Lofstan and the party arranges its was already in a bit of a marching order. So Brother Dobby, and then Magnus, and then the two other little wizards were here, and then move this out of the way. So this where you can't see anything again. And where's Nice? Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. Thank you. All right. So these guys are going to move first. Does Lofstan want to shoot at them as they approach?
Yes.
All right.
Can he do that now?
Yes. Go ahead and roll his 2 shots.
Would anyone
Okay.
else be able to as well, or?
No, but I'm going to roll Glorpert. If you want, you can stand between Lofstan and Beleric and the oncoming horde, taking advantage, protecting them with the sweeping cuts of your 2-handed sword. Since I know that Lofstan and Beleric are both delicate little flowers, and you might want to keep them alive, even at risk to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Does Leofston get any? I get now. Okay, so I guess he did 1 damage.
Yes. Let me remind myself briefly how many hit points these creatures have. Okay.
Should have even heavier than magic missile. Oh, too late.
Okay, so these guys takes.
Do we know how buff those guys are? I didn't have a strong sense of how many hit points.
One of
they
them
had.
is injured for 1 hit point.
They're very
They
tough,
have-
yeah.
They're not super
Ooh.
tough. They've got 2 hit dice.
These are the smaller ones.
Yes.
These aren't the bigger ones.
Oh.
The bigger
These
ones
these
are much
These
nastier.
are ghouls, not ghasts.
Yes.
But I think that they... No, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay. So the good news is that Glorpert is standing before, is protecting the little ones. The bad news is that Glorpert may be about to be ripped horribly to shreds. Let's all pray for Glorpert.
Glorpert is grinning.
I know he would
He
be.
feels like this is his second chance. He's in the same position as last time.
Dobby puts the hand on his shoulder, other hand repelling the undead.
Their damage is 1d3 and 1d4. All right. That's 2 hits from the first ghoul for a total of 6 damage. And from the second ghoul, I don't think any of those will hit you. His AC is 17, right?
But he's using a 2-handed sword, so now it's 16.
True.
So...
I still don't think any of those latter ones will hit you. So
No.
you will hit twice. Let's see 2 saving throws and take 6 damage.
Alright. This is not... Yeah, it's not a spell, so...
Unfortunately,
Get
no.
a +1 to this. And... Let me see if it gave a +1.
Well, an 8's not gonna... You're gonna need more than a +1 to get past the 13.
Yeah. Actually, it did include it. Okay. Yeah, I failed.
No.
Glorp is seized by a deathly paralysis, which I shall indicate by putting a little lightning bolt on his token. Valeric rolls for more. We'll come back. We'll come back at the end of the round. Now it is your guys' turn. They have. Who wishes to move to melee? I should have done movement first, but who wants to move to join Glorpert in melee?
Definitely will.
All right.
Oathkill will get as far as he can.
All right. And there's room for one more on the front line, which I think.
Puzzling.
Alrighty. Beleric, once again, earns his money by hauling Glorpert away from the front line.
It's an important job.
It is. Those of you who are in melee, please roll to attack. Their armor class is 13.
13. Dang.
Oof.
Unfortunate.
Damn.
Am I okay? I got +2 with Gold Spear, but I'm level. Oathkill is level 3, so
Hang on.
At level 3, you should have a native +1 bonus, and so your Gold Spear should be at least a +3. It looks like right now it is set to a +2, since you rolled a 9 and added a 2 on top of that. You'll want to update your character sheet to account for your +1 base to hit bonus.
Well,
okay.
12 still wouldn't have hit.
Unfortunately, no. All right. Any other maneuvering at this time? Yoganin and Brother Dobby are both turning, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's resolve their turn attempts first.
So is 2d10 or?
I believe so, but let me double check that real fast.
Yeah.
2d10, yes. So that's a 10, which for a 3rd level cleric is sufficient, and he is 3rd level, right?
Dobby is 4th now.
Oh, and then yes, that's
Wow.
definitely enough.
Fourth
For a
level cleric.
A 4th level cleric only needs a 7 to turn a ghoul. Unfortunately, I don't think any of you guys. I don't think that Yohanan is going to be able to do it. Please roll 2d6. Wolfkill, to see how many he can turn. That is enough. The enemy is set to rout. However, before they can successfully flee, the spells that you have going off are going to go off. So those of
Okay.
you who are casting magical missiles, please roll them now.
I'm gonna hit the wounded one, see if I can put him in the ground.
All right. We'll resolve that first before you see if you get to target a new critter.
Alright.
Not quite, unfortunately, but a single magical missile can be allocated to that one, and it will be removed. As it has
Okay.
2 hit points. More will not be required.
Not a great roll. We got 8 damage total there.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one is obliterated.
Yeah, you allocated the first magic missile to that one, and then 2 more
and
to
4,
another one.
and then 6 to this one. And this one has 9 hit points, so it is reduced to 3. Okay. Now, do you wish to attempt to finish them off this turn while they are while their morale is shattered, or do you want to let them flee?
Absolutely try to
possible.
kill them. Thin those that
Just gonna
hurt.
keep being a huge problem.
All right,
Do
I
we
will
get
roll
do we
it.
get a free attack or something as they try to flee?
You do, but you also might just win initiative and beat them senseless. So please roll initiative and meet or beat a 3.
Yeah.
There you go. For their movement, they intend to turn and run. They are going to get a chance to. This one in the rear is just going to book it. Feel free to take shots at the one in front. Its AC is 13. 13, right?
Wait, one of them already booked it?
Well, that one was in the back rank, so it can just run.
Oh,
This-
sorry.
yeah, the movement
so like
phase. Yeah, movement phase and then attack phase.
Okay.
So if you're in the,
Can Leoston shoot it as it runs?
yeah,
yes.
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Well, he can shoot it on. No, yeah, it is the missile phase. Sure. He'll scoot aside. He'll scoot to the side and let Casling will squeeze out of the way, and he can take some shots at the one that flees.
All right.
Can I feasibly get another spell off, or is there just no way?
No, it's not practical.
Okay. And they're immune to venom, right?
Yes, they are not
Alright.
living creatures.
Then I can't really do anything.
All right. All right. If you fire as they go, and then see how much retreat gets. That one also has 9. So that shot annihilates this one. These subsequent 2 shots reduce this one to 1 hit point. But they do flee.
I realized too late I could have tried constricting.
If we pursue, it'd be right back to the lair.
Yes.
Yes.
So do we want to break it off there, or do we want to pursue?
No, you mean Sarachek's digs? I don't want
Yeah.
to go in there. Nah.
There's nothing more to loot there, but these guys are gonna keep hitting us in the back.
Yeah.
And our rear guard fella is paralyzed.
Yes, that
Yep.
is true.
Are you-
Goldberg, or Ross, if you make a really ridiculous face to indicate the posture in which Glorpert is frozen, I will give you 20 experience points.
Oh, it's Home Alone.
Sold.
He said that Glorpert is a youthful, handsome young man. And just sort of stuck.
He was so
It looks like-
excited to be stabbing these creatures again, but alas, they proved more excited still.
They look
does
like the
anyone-
famous thing. Sorry, go ahead.
Does anyone have a Cure Light Wounds spell available?
I have a single cure light wounds available.
Well,
Would Brother Dobby be willing to contribute one?
Sure. Yeah.
Bring a PC on their feet, definitely. I mean, it's not my choice, but like, it just seems the obvious choice to me.
Yeah.
alrighty. The magic lifts the blight of death from Glorpert's nerves and allows him to once again rise to his feet. Two of your enemies have been, well, not slain exactly, but destroyed. Sadly, he does remain down 6 hit points, and you cannot both heal and deparalyze with a single casting. So this is, how many hit points does he have left? I actually don't know.
14 of 23.
He's had better days. All right.
Holy water doesn't do anything to that effect, right?
No.
All right.
All right. I believe it is now 7:40. What is your intention, Mr. What is the party's intention, John? Please.
We are running after those stinking ghouls, and we are going to eradicate them.
Understood.
Oh.
Are there any objections from the crew?
I'm
Hey.
surprised, but no, I don't object. gonna keep
I'll
being a
have my
problem.
people will ready some oil.
Sounds good. Going to get you guys into a proper fighting ranks again. Glorpert, are you taking the front rank as well?
Is he
Yeah.
paralyzed?
No, he's
No, he was
deparalyzed.
unparalyzed.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I have
So
to have
make
10
sure, like-
feet, though, so I don't know. I guess I'll stay in the back, actually.
You could swap over to the halberd. Baleric will certainly won't complain.
I will give him the two-handed sword, tell him to go to the back. And I'll
Baleric
go.
is excited to wield this magical blade in both hands. Okay.
How many flasks of oil are you preparing for Derry?
I'm just having more and Niesel prep oil. Dobby is going to try to open up with a turning just to reduce their ranks and I guess have push some of them further away.
Is there anybody who could throw something that doesn't have that can't? Because I bought 1 flask of holy water that could at least do 1d6 damage.
Lufstan makes grabby gestures.
That
Yeah,
is
sure. There you go.
That is a good point. Oil it'd be something they have to deal with, but if we press in, it'd be something we'd have to deal with too. So do you want me to throw oil?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Burn
yeah.
it all
Like,
down.
yeah. Plus, we could just wait for it to burn out and then move in.
Yeah, and it has residual damage.
Yep.
All right.
We're gonna press
Does,
on.
does someone have a spear instead of a polearm?
I gave mine to Finbar.
Lamston has a spear.
Finbar hands off his before he falls into a fairy gate. It keeps
Alright.
happening to him.
Can I trade Leofstan for this, and then he can attack with a polearm from the 2nd rank?
Sure.
Sure,
Alright.
he's okay with that.
I wield my shield.
And this would probably be a good time for Magnus to bring out a big gun, even though, I mean, we want to save it for the ogres, but these guys have been such a problem.
We'll see what we have.
All right.
All right.
There's a handful of ghouls and a smaller number, but more survivors from the previous fight, ghasts.
I just wish we had some way of protecting ourselves from that paralysis.
And the stench.
Yes.
Magnus has a scroll called Scroll of Protection versus Undead.
Huh. That sounds promising.
It does. However, I don't think we ever actually decided what that does.
When did you get it? Is this a me thing, or is it did I just give you something and never explain it?
That has happened, I think, but I don't know that.
Well, too
Let's
bad it's
see.
Richard's problem now.
That's right.
By the way, there is sort of an ongoing protection from evil, would that affect the saving throw that they would get against Phantasmal Force? Wait, do they even get a saving throw?
It does not affect their saving throw against Phantasmal Force, but it does affect your saving throws against their nonsense.
Right.
I think that's just a spell that exists in a different edition of this game. Protection versus Undead. I think I got it fairly recently. I mean, within the last couple months. Don't remember exactly where.
Here, I'm putting Tess. I'm putting it in chat so you can see what it does.
Okay.
That's the aura.
Yeah. Thank you. Meanwhile, we have no idea what protection from undead does.
You want me to look it up?
Well, I mean, now's a pretty good time to cast it. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe someday there will be an even better time, but I've always just used it.
Bring up the old Ifrit cover.
I know exactly what this scroll does.
Oh?
I won't tell you, but I know
Oh.
exactly what it does.
You won't tell us.
I vote just cast it and just give it a shot.
We've defeated several of these. Like, do we think there's a whole nest of more of them, or what? What are we? Why are we thinking about this?
I assume we're gonna run into the same size that we found the first time. So we could probably win without this, but I think that there's enough of it that it's worth using up some resources. Because
So-
Last time we took out a ghast or two, didn't we?
yes,
Plus
Took
two.
out at least
Got
one of
two.
the ghasts.
So
There were 10 ghouls last time.
Page 129 of the DMG says that protection from undead. When this scroll is read within a 5-foot radius, a circle of protection extends from and moves with the reader. It protects all within its circumference from all physical attacks from undead, including ghasts and ghouls, but not magic spells or any other attack form. If a creature leaves the protected area, then they're subject to physical attacks. It can restrain up to 35 hit dice levels of undead. So if there's too many undead, it won't work. If you get swarmed.
So
yeah.
some cleric that has some armor and can be near fighters should be the one to read this. Then I would think.
I concur.
Both of all your clerics are willing to volunteer for this duty.
So do we think
Onan
there's
has very few hit points though.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I said they were willing to volunteer for the duty.
So I figure we've taken out about half of the ghouls because there were 10 and there were 3 ghasts, right? So we're looking at maybe like 5 or 6.
There were 10, and I don't think we actually killed any ghouls that first fight. We only
did.
killed the 2 Oh, we did?
We killed a handful of them in the opening round, yeah.
And then we turned them.
carved right through them, yeah.
So I don't know how many. I don't think there's that many left.
I feel like we can win this without casting this, but I think that this will reduce the amount of damage that we take and the amount of characters that get paralyzed.
We could cast this and then go take those ogres, and that would be possible.
Yeah, this would save most of our resources for the ogres if we use
that's what
this.
I'm thinking.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Do you have a cleric who wants to read it for Derry?
I mean, yeah, considering they'd basically be untouchable from them, then yeah, Onan can do it. He would delight in it since his light has proven a little ineffective this day.
And as always, there's the concern that what if there's an even better opportunity later? But how often is that gonna happen?
Yeah, let's make the most of today, right now. Live in the now.
All my healing potions and never use any of them.
Well, let's form a phalanx and go in there with the cleric right here in a full row, and just we could fit. I don't know how many spears we have, but if we have enough, we can fit a whole row of fighters.
Awesome.
So you're gonna put the cleric in the second rank behind Ulf? Behind Ulfkill?
I can't see anything. What's going on? Okay, there we go.
No, well,
There.
I think.
I'm trying to remember that fresco at Sarachek and that guy you don't want me to name, because I'm trying to remember how high the ceiling was in there.
Let me go ahead and review the notes on that. Since you can see in there right now, I see no
Yeah, I
reason
can
to
just peek in there.
DM, for some reason I can see the entire map all of a sudden.
Ah,
Whoa.
the whole thing? Every little bit?
Like the whole thing.
All right, well, close your eyes for a second. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I can see only.
I can't.
I can see the normal amount.
Yeah, it's just per
I don't
Darian.
know. I'm gonna refresh my client because I went from being able to see nothing to being able to see everything. So
Yeah, that's very strange.
He's
oh,
hacking.
Sweaty. He's not hacking me. That would imply that I don't control Roll20. Nobody does. Not even Roll20.
True. Anyway, I could. There's probably enough space for me to just float above. Fine.
As long as you don't try. As long as you don't try and get into hand-to-hand combat, you can kind of.
I might.
Well, if
Hey,
you
Probably shouldn't though. If I try to constrict one, it can just touch me.
yeah, I mean, it will be touching you. Well, to be clear, it has to claw you or bite you. Your scales do provide some protection.
Hey, if there's any ghouls standing on that carpet, Layoff Stone's going to go in there and yank the carpet right out from under him.
Alas, no such cool an opportunity is presented. So
Yeah,
you guys move in? You guys going in?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I get a control click to?
Yeah.
wherever?
Focus bag.
Okay, I can see. I can fight. It's working now.
Good.
Let's see.
Oh, that's interesting. There's some NPCs I sort of have visibility on other than my own character.
Oh,
but
that's
I don't know
okay.
which ones. I think Dobby.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh, Alston makes a little space for Pesling.
Yeah, I don't think Pasling has a polearm or anything.
Oh, really?
Nope, she gave her polearm to Nisa a long time ago.
Alrighty, in that case, she may want to get out of the way for Lifestein.
She shall throw oil.
Yes.
Hey, if Lev Stun uses this pole arm from a Glorpert and he uses it two-handed, does that add a bonus? Plus, doesn't that do that? Plus one?
Gracious.
I
Yeah, it has,
remember that.
you roll 1d8 instead of 1d6, I think. Or maybe it's +1 to damage? It's
Plus-
one of
plus
those.
one to
Polearm
hit,
is 1d8 plus 1 damage, I think.
What's the question?
If you use a pole arm with two hands to attack, it's
Oh.
+1 to hit, right?
Oh, it's
You
al-
have to use a
no,
polearm.
No, it's +1 to damage,
two
and it's always +1 to damage because you always have to use two hands.
Yeah.
So
Who attack from the
it's
back
D,
rank. Yeah.
it's D8 plus 1.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, as you advance in, how do you announce your presence, if at all?
Well, there's a barrier we gotta blast through, right?
There is not. They already blasted the barricade out of the way in the process of
Okay.
scrabbling through. And both of these doors have been removed. You can hear the creatures, or rather, you can smell the creatures from south of here, somewhere beyond this door. And given that this door is shut, that indicates they're probably somewhere down here.
Do we just charge to the next door, the next choke point?
Yeah, we should
Yes.
try to form on that door so that they.
Yeah.
I don't know how intelligent they are, but if they, as it stands, they have too much to work with right now.
All right.
Yep.
In that case, I shall roll to see if they are surprised. They are surprised on a 1 and 2.
Oof, that's not very good. Here we go.
They are not surprised. You guys are also not surprised. So, you will make it to this door, but you will not be able to get past it. And now we will roll initiative.
All right. Gosh.
All right.
Can I move Zolatin into the room?
You may. Can you not move the token?
I could. I was just asking if I had permission. Like, I can't just,
Oh, I get you. Where is... There we go. As you approach and form up, your spears braced against the door, you hear a deep, throaty irritations rumbling from deeper within. The sound of tearing cloth and twisting and long nails scrabbling over claws. Something horrid advances quickly towards the entrance as a repugnant stench overwhelms you. Those of you in the front ranks must all immediately make saving throws against the horrid stench which swamps over your bodies. However, you all get a +1 from the protection of the Tree of Light which radiates from Pryderi's armor. Alas, John has the stinkies.
Oh no!
The stench is so overpowering it applies a -2 penalty to his attacks.
Is it just the front rank or the second rank affected too?
Just the front rank.
Okay.
All right. Are you guys going to advance inward, or are you going to hold position?
This is a great choke. We could wagon wheel in there. They expose us to the other door.
Do you
John,
think that? Do you
you're
think that we could? How long would it take to stake that door? To
This door?
Yes.
It was established previously that it takes too long to stake that you wouldn't be able to do it in combat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm afraid it's not really possible to do in combat. Make a judgment call, John.
Oh, they could flank us.
Okay, so they are down south of that sigil on the floor.
Yeah. It's a big rug.
I mean, let's go in. Let's attack them.
All right. In you go.
Don't forget about Magnus, Berdigan, and Balearic.
Chant.
What's the name of your cleric, Perderi? He's going to read the... Or
Onan, he's kind of in the back right now. Would you like
Yeah, you
him
might
to
want
swap
to swap.
places with Brother
Yeah,
Dobby?
you want to swap places with Brother Dobby if Yonan's going to be the one reading it. And Pasling does not, I think, have enough space to squeeze in there.
so he's preparing that, or he's
Hasling does
doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Zolatin, someone's got room to stand where Zolatin is. He's above. I don't know how to represent that.
Actually, hang on a second. If I remember correctly, I think there's a way to indicate height of these guys, but
Mora was just gonna throw oil. If Magnus would like to be in there, then go for it.
all right.
Um,
Your call.
be in there. I need to see, I guess.
You don't
Yeah,
have vision
that's-
inside there?
Well, he out of character. I think he has vision. In character, Magnus cannot see to target his spells.
Right.
So at some point I need to sort of get around there.
What's the radius of the stench? All right, that's your phase of movement. On the enemy's phase, the two surviving ghasts move up, upon which the front rank is assailed with the horrible stench as established earlier. The back rank will not have to worry about that, at least for this round. The other ghouls scrabble alongside them, eager to fill the gap, but unable to do so. Many of them still bear wounds from the previous fight. Up close with good light, the ghasts are even more repugnant than you had dared imagine. The long maggot-like tongues which dart in and out from their mouths are better developed with clearly defined mandibles, and their bodies are visibly decaying, a tremendous grave stench emanating from their bodies. You guys have, it is now the melee phase. Those of you who are in the front or second rank may attack.
Did we need to declare spells?
Magnus had to move. Mora didn't have line of sight. Merdagian didn't have anything. I know Yoganin was
Using the scroll.
is using the scroll, and Brother Dobby is turning, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
We're
said
good.
I was casting Phantasmal Force, but
Oh,
I'm not
right
sure
up.
about the... Wait, so moving does mean you can't cast?
God.
I thought you established something that was not the case.
Yeah, you're right. I did establish that. Okay, so Magnus, what spell are you casting this round?
Lightning bolt.
As expected. I hope you guys don't value your hearing too highly.
I'm more worried about the small room.
Yeah, well, the it's aimed that a ways. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure we'll work something out. I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen?
Time to swing away.
Yeah,
It's
Yes.
3 letters.
I think I hit this guy for 7 damage.
Yes.
Oh,
This one
sorry.
here? A firm hit. It is reduced to. Looks about half dead.
I rolled twice. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Alrighty. And Yoanin, so obviously Yoanin would already have been casting the spell, and it would be unreasonable for me to say that the spell, the scroll doesn't take effect until just now. But for narrative purposes, I'm going to say that the creatures begin to prepare their attack before the effect of the spell becomes clear, or rather the effect of the scroll becomes clear. They lunge into close range, they start to grapple with your shields, and then the scroll that Yoanin is reading from begins to blaze with an intense light as the ink begins to visibly phosphoresce and burn away as his words ignite the magic within it and become a holy radiance that the creatures cannot breach. Each round, if I remember this, according to this, well, it will ward away 2d12 hit undead with fewer than 4 hit dice, which in this case is 10, which is more than enough to stop those ghasts from successfully attacking you. So on their turn, they cannot successfully attack. Lorpert, Ulfkel, and Praderi are shielded. The protection is absolute. Now, spells. First, the lightning bolt. Let's get that done first. Where is the origin
Okay.
and which direction is it going?
All right. The origin is going to be here,
Okay.
and it is going to carry. And let me double check this here. All right.
Think carefully here. A bad
Yeah.
decision can cost a lot of lives.
Almost 10 feet wide. Okay.
Yes.
This is going to start here, and it is going to proceed down this direction. It should catch this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, if my math is
Okay.
correct.
Am I effectively indicating the direction here?
Yes,
Like-
except I want it to encompass both ghasts.
Okay. So more like
may I
this.
suggest something?
Sure.
Is it okay if I chime in? If you, how do I ping? Is it control?
You should
No, you
long
just-
click.
Left
Yeah.
click.
Well, if
Click
you start it like here-ish and bounce it off the wall, then you could maybe get more of them.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
it
you bounce
goes.
it off this wall.
Last time I was casting this with a wall involved, it might have been a Ross. I don't remember. No offense or anything. But the ruling at that time was that bouncing off the walls was not something I could depend
It
on.
was the statue,
Yeah.
I
right?
can't remember.
It
It
is-
wasn't a reliable surface to bounce off of. You should be good
Okay.
here,
Yeah.
right?
The ruling I go off of is that the area created by the bounces overlaps, so you don't get double damage.
But you can
Yeah.
do it.
Yes, it does bounce.
Well, it only extends 60 feet.
Well, that
Maybe
means
it's
that it's
for-
less likely to bounce all the way back to us.
You get started over. Hang on, click. Dang it. Why is it not? Oh, I had the wrong thing selected. Started over to the left, and just kind of bounce it over this way, and then back off that wall.
Yeah.
Enough. It's time
Yeah.
for him to make a decision.
Well, I can't see that point, so I'm going to start
Sure.
it here and sweep left and encompass gap.
Okay.
Basically, the
Delete
first
what-
2 rows.
Let me delete what I did there.
Alrighty. So there is a thunderous blast. All of
I'm
you
gonna
go
say-
briefly deaf. And we will see how many ghouls that evaporates. Please roll your damage. I believe it is 66.
It is. Looks like
Those are
29.
some big numbers.
Big
All
numbers,
right.
Big numbers.
Let's
That was
see
a
how many.
really good roll.
I'm going to save time. Obliterated.
Holy shit.
Obliterated. 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 And now some saving throws. One of them is instantly obliterated. And the other one is also instantly obliterated.
Okay.
So half damage was enough, then I guess.
Yes. Everyone who wants to feel like a special little boy, roll a saving throw, and if you fail, you're deaf for the next turn. However, that's optional. Let's just be having fun. Okay.
It's optional.
Now,
Oh no.
those of you who are turning, please roll a turning check for a level 7 cleric. And I will quickly review the rules on that. For a level 3 cleric, you need a 10. For a level 4 cleric, you need a 7.
Both kill is death.
What?
And I accidentally clicked D12. Ignore that.
Well, 2d12 isn't. Wait.
What are we saving for?
Just to see
Oh,
if you were
it's-
temporarily deafened by the thunder from the casting.
I misheard.
thought there was a
talking about the
cleric.
turn.
Okay, I turned
All right.
2d6.
Yes, 2d6 to see how many are turned. All right.
5.
The surviving ghouls are twisted into go mad with terror and flee into the darkness, packing themselves into the far corner like sardines, like eels trying to writhe away from the light of the sun.
Let's pick them off with arrows.
You do so. They are too maddened with terror to resist, and too far beyond the light to be worthy of mercy. Indeed, in this sense, a quick death is the kindest thing that could be offered to them.
Does that mean I don't expend my phantasmal force? I just still have it.
No, once you start casting, you keep it. Sorry, once you start casting, you're committed.
What did it look like?
Yes,
Was
tell us
that-
what.
You know piercers?
Yeah,
I figured
like
that my
from the
guy had heard
ceiling.
of those, and they were just like, as the light shifts, it is revealed that actually there's piercers right here.
Nice.
So did we already cleared this part out just to check?
Yes.
Okay.
Although
Just
there is
me.
a door waiting to be looted, if you wish. That's something you steal on the way out, probably.
Yeah, and
The door itself.
Oofkill, I propose that we check any rotted pockets of these things if there are such. From times
Might
when
as
they
well.
were still human, perhaps.
Yeah, do we see any little pouches or pocketses that we can
Let me
rifle
roll.
through?
I will roll on the random treasure table to see if you get lucky. However, it is not likely. These creatures are extremely far gone. You get the impression they have been here for some time.
Oh.
Unfortunately, no. You find no treasure worthy of the name on these creatures.
Does any of them have a writing chalk or something?
That's a good question. No, you do not find any sign of such. These creatures are mostly. You examine the creatures. None of them actually have enough intact garments that they could have a pocket.
If you need chalk, I have some.
No. It was the question was who wrote that word.
Yeah, I
Oh.
guess charcoal. There's no sign of charcoal around here, right?
None.
What if it was humans who sounded like humans earlier, or some other human-like creature?
That'd be weird.
It would be. But
What's the chalk marking again?
It was written right across the hall from where we slept when we came
yeah,
out.
it was written like for us. Like we heard human voices last night, but
They
we
were saying
assumed
hello.
that it was mimicry.
But what was the
we didn't
message in the
respond.
chalk?
We have not
Yeah.
dared utter it aloud, but
Just in case. It's probably
It is
not
a-
that big a word of power.
Looks like a
It is a-
name,
It is a
yeah,
nonsense.
it does look like a name or like a nonsense word.
or maybe
Yeah,
some
I-
kind of imprecation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 750 now. Yeah. Like you guys
Uh,
made contact with
that-
the enemy at 740, and then
Yeah, we made contact at 740, so yeah.
right, it's now 750.
Does this room look pretty much how we left it?
No, it looks like the ghouls moved in, perhaps from somewhere else.
So we checked. They have nothing on their persons. I mean, if we don't see anything obvious else,
Is there something like about this that they might have preferred? It's probably just that it was a space to hide.
Yeah.
do you guys think that we should look at this room, toss it any further, or just get on our way?
I think it'd be worth it to, what's the word? Stake it and close the area off if possible.
Yeah.
That would require some. So we'd have to dismantle that door. And
Just this door, I mean, because I get it, this door's missing, but, this other door that's intact, it might be worth closing the
Yeah, we
area
need
off.
to remove that door and then plant it there and then lock it. It'd be kind of an endeavor.
Yeah.
Okay,
What do
now
our characters think?
can you tell me what's the purpose?
Of staking
Prevent
the
other
door?
things from moving in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop this from
Yeah, I
happening
mean,
again, but there's-
in theory, you know, like if this were a less Byzantine dungeon, you would do that every time you go through an area. You would stake it behind you. You would not let something come behind you. So, we have learned our lesson here. We allowed a layer to develop. Could be.
is that a fancy door that's worth something we want to take?
Yes.
yeah, we didn't have the carrying capacity previously.
Ooh.
I think.
Pretty much. They're just very heavy.
I mean, we got that barricade. I mean, if we want to take time, I don't know.
The barricade lasted
I may
like
be
0
misunderstood.
minutes.
So this door is disassembled. I thought this door here was intact.
This
The first two
door
doors,
and
this-
this door.
The westernmost and the central door have been disassembled and looted
Oh,
and sold.
never mind. I
Yeah, I've
apologize.
actually got them. If you check the the map that I uploaded, though, that'd be a little annoying. Like I've actually got them removed on there.
Sorry about
The
that.
rightmost door here.
Like,
Okay.
it's this
Actually-
door and this door that are missing.
Yeah, hang on a
Uh,
second. I'll make an appropriate edit to the map.
Ufkel, my proposal is based on the idea that a door is here. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we'll come back later and take that fancy one on the way out, right?
Yeah.
Like the previous one. That's cool.
Sure.
Nice.
I can't remember how much cash we got for that, but more than 0.
A lot.
Oh, heck yeah.
For a
Should we-
door, a lot.
Do you want to go ahead and take it? Do we need it? We need to disassemble it.
We can go ahead and take it off the hinges, like leaning against the wall or something, but I don't know that we should carry it right now.
No.
No, we shouldn't just be
Yeah.
carrying it around. Also, let's make double sure that the room behind it is actually empty. So let's open it in a kind of tactical way.
All right.
I
I will
don't
save
remember
us
if it
all
was trapped
a
or
few
not.
minutes. You tactically open the door and determine that it is quite empty.
Okay.
I will removing the door safely from its hinges so that it can be plundered later. We'll take one turn,
Let's do
and
it.
I will go ahead and mark this door as removed.
Yeah.
And
Unless
you are
we're
good.
running for our lives, we'll grab it on the way out.
Yes. Now, where do you want to go from here? It is now 8 in the morning.
Now we want to go look for those ogres. Yes.
Yes.
All right, south.
All right.
Yeah, we got a whole like adventuring day, Sealy, but Sealy, we're running low. Well, let's move.
Okay.
Whenever we get within, well, when we get within where we suspect the ogres would be, I want to cast Bless from Dobby because that has to be done before combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want to make sure he does that before we're in combat.
Understood. So it'll take you about 2 turns to get to this location. So you'll arrive here at about 8:20.
No problem.
The door is closed. So move you to the correct location. The door is closed, as is the door to the north. To your west, you can see 2 doors on the northern side of the hallway, and the hallway extends beyond the limit of your light.
One of those doors we've cleared out. The other one is unexplored on the map, at least. The one further to the west, I don't know what's behind it.
I don't know.
But I agree we should focus on the ogres, I'm just saying.
Okay. What do you wish to do with the door to your south?
This was the one that had the noisemaker on it last time.
No, that
the
was
one-
further north.
No?
This is the one that just had
Okay.
ogres behind it.
Mhm.
Maybe have Leostan listen, in my opinion, perhaps.
Lovestan is happy to do so. I remember how listening to doors works for thieves. Alrighty. He puts his ear to the task. Oh, shut up. Nothing. Don't hear a thing. Lufsen hears no signs of activity in the room beyond.
Did you re-inspect it, Proderi? What do you think?
There was a trap on it last time. It could have been reset.
I don't think there was a trap, but there could be now. The,
Or I'm sorry,
the
I'm
light said it
thinking the
was.
other door. You're right. Yeah.
The light said there were more traps now.
Yeah.
I think that's worth another 10 minutes.
All right. Lufsen, it is now 8:30. Lufsen searches once again. Spends 10 minutes scrabbling around all the edges and carefully poking with little tools, prying at it, like treating this ancient and wizened construction of oak and iron with the tender care of a clockwork mechanism. And finally he turns to you and says, "Nothing. Not even locked.
Oh.
Not locked, not trapped, nothing on the other side as far as I can hear."
What say you, Wolfkill?
Well, should we just take a peek? I don't remember. Do you remember what's in there? I don't remember.
Previously, there was a bunch of ogres.
Well, then let's go. Maybe they left their stuff. Let's go get it.
All right. Shall we do so stealthily? Is that even an option?
Let us do so with caution.
Okay.
Who is opening the door?
Layoff stun.
Who is standing beside Lofstein as he opens the door, because he's not doing it alone.
Wolfkill.
As you like.
You there? You there, Proderi?
Stand to the side of the door.
I shall. Zolatin will float above and behind just in case.
Proderi will stand so that he's on the side that the door opens in case he needs to interpose himself to prevent it from
That's
closing.
interesting.
So this room is about 25 feet from north to south and about 50 feet from east to west. On the eastern face, there is a rough-hewn tunnel carved into the earth, connecting the masonry formation of the dungeon proper with something more naturalistic. And to the south, there is a door to an unknown location.
The tunnel wasn't there before.
Yes. On the floor, there are a trail of little coins. Each one roughly a foot in front of the other. Each one gleaming of what first you think is silver, but at second glance looks more valuable. Perhaps a platinum coin.
I smell a trap.
Ooh,
Yes,
piece
a
of
trail
candy.
of platinum coins leading deeper into the tunnel beyond.
Who's got a pole?
Proderi's crew has a 10-foot pole. Should we check the other door before we follow the very deliberately placed trap?
I think it might be an illusion, boys.
If it's
Could
an
be wrong.
illusion, then Proderi will scoop down and pick up a coin.
All right, you scoop down and pick up one of the first coin, which is over here. You'll have to enter the room a bit to do that. Doing that?
Are you tapping? Don't you think we should tap?
Yeah, he'll tap his way into the room,
Okay.
but then we'll pick up the single coin. No more.
You pick up the single coin. Nothing horrifying happens. You hold in your hand a small platinum coin.
No, it doesn't all.
This is a year's salary.
All right. What does the door look like, and what does the ceiling look like?
Yeah.
All right.
And does this look like you said? I apologize. I think you said this. Is it You said it's natural.
This is
Yeah.
yes,
Unworked.
Okay.
loosely worked. It's clearly they've smashed their way in,
Okay.
or some people have actually mined their way in. But it looks like it connects to a. It looks like it's partly worked, partly unworked. There's some naturalistic elements here. The door to the south is a very large, iron-banded, oaken door. It looks pretty firmly stuck, but it doesn't appear to be locked.
I say we explore. We're vulnerable from that passage. The door is pretty wedged shut. So, and we know what's behind us. We don't know what's to the east. I think we should pay attention to that before we start scooping up coins.
Should we stake the door that we entered through?
Well, what if we need to run?
That's my concern as well.
Oh, you want to stake it open?
Could stick it. Oh, yeah.
I think it's 50-50. I mean, we may need to make a run for it. Why don't we have somebody stealthily go down that natural passage and check it out?
You
I
have the only
volunteer.
stealthy person.
Oh.
Lyle's done.
Well, there's stealthy and there's stealthy, because my guy has like a little better dark vision than other people, which might help.
And you can fly.
Yeah.
I'm not
Zolotin, why don't you?
stealthy per se.
Could
Why don't
you
yeah.
turn him invisible?
We
Do you have
can.
that spell prepared?
Yes.
It's relatively quick, so I could escape.
Do you want me to cast it on Zolotin?
If he's the one going in, then I think that would be reasonable.
I would.
What-
All right. I volunteer either way, but I mean,
we don't even know
I
what's
prefer
down
not
there.
dying, you know. How long does that last?
I don't know.
It
I think it's about 2 hours, isn't it?
Wow.
I've got it written down here.
Oh, it just lasts. It lasts until it's dispelled or
Yeah.
the attack is made.
Until you attack, the person invisible attacks, or the spell is revoked. Okay.
Does casting a spell count as an attack?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
All right, just checking.
No, it's fair. But, it's like, I respect the audacity, but no.
Do you want to be
Um,
invisible for a while? I mean, we can cast it if you want.
Sure.
I mean,
Fire it up.
we don't even know what's done it. Okay, if you say so, Murdagion will do his invisibility spell.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Mardaigian magically eradicates Zoltan from existence, destroying him utterly.
Oh no!
At least to all appearances. Behold,
Ah,
catastrophic power.
Okay.
Okay, be
Okay.
off with you and come back and tell us what you see.
On the double.
All right, I'm just gonna grab your
Zolotin
token.
will start floating eastwards, trying
Yep.
not to touch anything. So he doesn't actually have dark vision. He can just see a little better. But given that you obviously can't be invisible and have a light source, that's kind of our best bet.
I don't know how it works in this, but you can. It's eerie because the light seems to come from nowhere. At least that's how I see it described in other places.
Well, if I will keep that in mind. Let's move on.
All right. Moving big piles of tokens around is never easy. Trying to get all these guys in one spot.
Just have the.
Over here.
You can mass. Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, it's just ordering. It's just enough lag to be Zoltan,
I assume that I shouldn't be moving my own token around.
No, I will handle it for a bit.
Yeah.
Zoltan goes in about 60 feet
Okay.
and sees that the area kind of opens up a bit. I'm going to give him just a little bit of vision so that he can... a little bit of light so he can see the
I
area
can't
around
see
him.
anything.
Low light. He senses that
Does-
the place opens up pretty broadly around him.
Does that also include verticality?
Yes. Not much less broadly vertical. So are you going to go up to the ceiling?
I will
then?
try to cling to the ceiling because that seems safer.
Alrighty. Within
Safe.
this room, you smell very stinky humanoids. Unwashed. A combination of body odor and other more offensive odors.
Hmm.
And you hear like a dull muttering from within.
Does it remind me of what we saw and heard and smelled of the ogres?
Yes.
Understood. That probably answers my question. In that case, I shall return to the others.
Okay.
Going a little farther would probably not be worth the risk, even invisible.
A unseen voice returns, and
Yes. I'm whispering, and immediately, as soon as you hear the whisper, you understand, like, oh, there's someone who could hear this. Like, yeah, there's the ogres. They're just all in there. They're all in there, I think. They're just trying to lure people in there.
We want to take
It's
them out.
dark. Yeah, but it's so
Alright.
dark.
How's the best way to proceed here?
There is
Lightning? You got more lightning madness?
Aye. One more.
If they
Would need
want
to
us
be.
to go in there, then I'm worried about them like caving in or some other trap. Could we smoke them out? Force them to come
Oh.
this way?
Mm.
We have wood
Oil.
to the north. We have oil.
No more phantasmal force?
I do have more phantasmal force, but I don't
What-
know if that could.
Can you
smoke them
use
out.
it to lure them our direction? And then we have a funnel. We have a choke point.
I could try. Using
Give a
the-
convincing lure, something they would love to eat.
A prince, maybe? A king?
We all just look at Ulfkill, but you can't see me looking at him. You can't see me looking at him.
So yeah, someone richly garbed and plump.
You could have the illusion, the illusory prince, verbalizing the word that we haven't spoken. See how that grabs them.
That would be two birds with one stone kind of thing.
Perhaps. I'm increasingly convinced those were actually friendlies who wrote that there. But, I mean, they could just do that.
Dobby's gonna go ahead and cast Bless because it's gonna last for a while, right?
All right. So, I guess the idea is that we try to hide out of view of the tunnel itself. Oh god, there's this classic D&D art of people like hiding around, getting ready to ambush a monster,
Like
but it
next
takes
to
too
the
long to find.
side, or
Yeah, we're all just like hiding off to the side and getting your axes ready.
Okay, yeah. Let's form the greater bulk of us to the south, and then like a line on that north wall.
how long did it take him to scout out? Just 10 minutes, or?
let's go with one turn. Yeah, no more than one turn.
Okay. So it is 8:50.
Let's do this.
Okay, I will try to do so quickly because we don't have so much time. Yeah, so we'll just have some kind of. Oh, it says here that Ulfkill has. Oh, are you still like
He was still stinky.
bothered by this? Okay,
I removed it just now. Don't worry about it.
understood.
Perdira, you want to get on the other side, on the other wall?
Yeah. Onan will pump his last cure wounds into Perdiri.
All right, and I'll have some kind. I'll produce an illusion of some hapless adventurer, but not so hapless that even an ogre would be suspicious of it. So, some guy with a sword and like I don't know, a crown, like a cape.
Okay.
How is Glorpert? How is everybody else on health?
I'm 14 of 26, I think. So I'm okay.
So,
You can certainly absorb a healing spell, but you know.
well,
I
I
have
mean,
a
yeah,
healing. I have one healing potion that I was carrying.
maybe,
You should take
maybe-
this.
yeah,
Or
we
hold
should
it.
do that.
We may want to keep it in reserve.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
hold on to it, Glorpert.
Okay,
So is the idea just Perdiri and Ulfkill are hiding on the sides? Like everyone's got to get like kind of.
no, yeah, everybody. Glorpert, you want to? Here, Dobby will cast Cure Light Wounds to bump you up a little bit more.
Oh,
So
thank
what?
you.
What is that? A D6 or what?
D6
6
plus
plus 1.
Okay.
Good luck.
Nice.
Nice.
Very good.
6 more. Okay.
He's much stronger in the light than Onan.
Oh, you're more lucky.
20 of 23.
Onan rolls really low in his healing spells all the time.
Wow, that's a shame. Well, maybe next time he'll be lucky.
All right,
Okay, everyone get
your
ready.
yeah, put your guys where you want to be. We
Yeah,
should. Don't you think we should have some archers positioned?
The most important thing is to just kind of be out of sight.
Yeah, the only way to get out of sight is either right here next to the tunnel or out the door.
Yeah. And
So-
hitting them with lightning as they come out would be really effective. So, like, leading with that, if possible, it might not be possible, would be really good. I know how spells have to get declared and then cast last, so... Yeah, if you could if you could just ambush them as they come out, and then blast them with the lightning, and hopefully it like bounces along the route and doesn't hit me because I might be slightly, I might not be able to get out ahead of them. I'll try. I'll know it's there. I'll try to get out of the way. I'll fly out.
Give us a whistle whenever you're clear.
Okay.
All right. So
Mordagion wants to position himself. I think he's going to cast Charm.
all right. Is everyone's token where they want to be?
No, we need to move some of these out of the room.
right.
Right? Is that correct?
Yeah, they could just be kind of north and then just kind of run in, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not controlling any of them, so it's all on you guys.
So, can
Don't forget to update Corporate's hit points.
Oh, I think
So
I
you
can...
want us?
Go ahead, sorry.
You want us out of the room?
I'll handle it.
well, if
Uh,
if you can't crowd next to the entrance, then I think the goal is them to run in and be surprised, right? That's
Yeah.
the idea, at least.
Though, I don't know if you guys want them to be like the bulk of them into the room and us surrounding them, because it'd be kind of better if we got them at the choke point and blasted them from afar, because they didn't seem to have many ranged options.
Yeah.
We're whispering all this, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, they have
Oh,
at least one caster.
I forgot about that. Well, I vote we just try to like kind of pin him at the entrance, and then Magnus can run in and blast them with lightning. And then hopefully we just win.
Do these guys need to move over like this a little bit?
I think
I
they want to all
don't-
pack up.
I don't know that. Okay, so so coming along the tunnel, who would they be able to see? They'd be able to see anyone in kind of a...
Well, by the time they get here, like at the mouth of it, they'll see into the room.
Yeah.
But
Keep
hopefully,
in mind
it'll be
the
too late.
icons are a little bigger than the characters are. The characters can kind of snuggle up against the wall a little bit.
It's true.
How do I erase that?
I think Pesling should be in here though.
Larik's gonna hunker back as well.
Okay.
It's a
I mean,
little
if they see some people in the back toward the back of the room, that's not as important as them not seeing the guys who are right there at the choke point.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. Like if they see another person, that won't like if they see one guy hanging around, they're not going to be dissuaded.
Like, could squeeze Pasley in there, it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to. I just want to hope that they can spread out a bit before the fight starts.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
It's time for you to be creative with your magicians. Sorry, with your illusions.
So apparently, I'm supposed to have some kind of light source that comes from nowhere, right? Because this illusory guy would have some kind of light source on him, right? And I need to be able to cover for the fact that the illusion isn't actually casting light. It only looks like it's casting.
Yes, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
That is a visual component of the illusion which you can cover.
Okay. So yeah, Zolatin has got some like one of those light stones or something, and then that's invisible, but it's casting light that mimics the light of this illusory adventurer who is some dingus. Is wandering in, young, rich-looking guy, got a cape, got the whole thing, and he's just like, "Oh, what's this? This looks great." He's just, yeah,
Do the whole a piece of candy thing.
exactly.
All right.
Zolatin is floating along above invisibly. Sorry, I shouldn't be moving my own token.
No, that's
Vision.
cool. Is he going? So you're advancing this guy along.
Yes.
Okay. Here is how this will go. Now that you have a light source and are invisible and have this illusionary target, you can see in the darkness ahead of you four ogres. One here. They're all about here. And as they see your light, they begin to
I can't actually see
recoil.
what you're highlighting.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'll just
Okay.
make it. I'm gonna make one of them emit a little bit of light so that they are perceptible to you. About here.
Okay.
And they recoil from the eventually. Oh, a mighty adventurer! I mean, like they aren't speaking your language, but they're very clearly miming terror and fear and cringing away from them.
All right. The illusory adventurer is himself bewildered and kind of like sort of like stumbling forwards, trying to look brave, just as they are trying to look fearful. But
All right.
the illusion is also trying to, like, I'm kind of keeping the illusion back a little bit so that it can run away.
All right. Where are you? How far does the illusion advance?
Let's say here. Is that working for him? Is that getting him to start charging?
It does eventually. Like it's clear like they are like waiting for something to happen, and then you keep not doing it, and then finally one of them is just like and just starts stampeding towards you.
All right. The illusory adventurer immediately chickens out and starts running.
All right.
And so do I.
All right. Go ahead and put yourself back to the room as you are being as you are
Yeah,
pursued.
I am running faster than that guy is, though. He's running annoyingly fast to them.
Yes.
If that wasn't bad enough, he's also going to stop and like stab them, so I get a 2d6 if possible.
Remember, everybody gets +1 bless
Yes.
from bless.
To attack rolls?
This
Yeah.
guy's a total idiot.
Salts
He
and
gets
whistles.
himself completely planked.
Oh boy.
He's surprised, yes?
Yes. It works. The plan works perfectly.
Amazing.
It could hardly have gone better.
My mic filter will stop me from whistling, but Zoltan whistles. I'll turn that off. I'll do that later.
And ogre.
We could discuss
It's all ogre.
the technicalities behind a snake-like creature whistling later.
Yeah, he's got lips that move around.
You ain't just hissing Dixie.
Ooh, you could just
Goodness
hiss.
gracious.
Can we lay into him?
Yeah. No, yeah. You have him surprised. Make your attack rolls. His armor class is 14 from the thick rancid
Blubber.
hides he's wearing.
Gold Spear does 8 damage.
Woof.
Oof, kill.
I finally hit. Then Pasley is right there.
Oh, it didn't do it. Did it do it?
Leofstun uses his spear.
I don't see anything.
Sorry.
It just takes. Yeah. It does not look like it worked.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's a hit. That's a hit.
And Pasley hits as well.
Okay. And it's AC 14, and he's flanked. So Lofstan hits with the spear, and this will count as a backstab for Lofstan, so he'll definitely hit, and he'll do double damage. Glorpert will also hit because of the combination of the bless and the flank. Yeah, everyone hits, and based on his hit points, you promptly beat this ogre to death.
Yes!
Oh. So the illusion's still there too. Just
Yes.
didn't get a chance to stab him.
And now we are going to roll proper initiative as the other ogres are beginning to pursue you awful little goblins.
What's the illusion guy doing now?
Just kind of just standing there looking hapless, I guess. I didn't plan this far ahead.
I
Okay.
rolled a 2.
Declare spells real quick before I roll my initiative. I have to roll a 1 for you guys to not go first, but still.
No, the illusion is like holding his sword up as if he single-handedly defeated the ogre somehow. Like, will presumably piss off the next one.
Okay,
Lightning bolt.
understandable.
Zoltan himself is getting out of the way of whatever
Charm
befalls his
person.
hapless illusion.
Yep. Or Dagon's doing charm.
Alrighty. In that case, I believe we are moving onward then. So, I will roll initiative. We'll see if I get a 1. I don't get a 1. No, wait, no, I go first. I forgot you actually rolled really low, and I needed to roll higher than you, not lower than you. Never mind. So first, an absolutely tremendous ogre barges forward, angrily picking up coins as he goes, and shoveling them back into a big bag.
It's a stupid plan.
You recognize him as the one who you encountered last time, and who hit one of you with a big stick, and who slammed the door in your face. He moves to the threshold and prepares to do battle. He has his big bag of money in one hand, and on his other hand he holds a club which looks to have been made from one of the heavy doors of this dungeon. He has just sort of broke it in half and tied it together along length with a braid of rope, and he's preparing to smash you to death with it. Behind him, his fellows are scampering up along the way. He is not going to get into a position where you can easily flank him. He is probing at Praderi and Ulfkel and Glorpert and Lofstan, etc. from the doorway.
Okay. I think Pasling's going to have to move in order to be in range, yeah?
Lofstan gleefully runs away and gets out of the way. But yes, Pasling will have to move if he wants to get into hand-to-hand combat range, as she lacks a spear.
Perduri will step forward so Pasling can move into the side.
I moved this dead guy out of the way.
Nisel, where are you? There's Nisel. Nisel will run in as well. Moore is going to have to move in to cast her spell. Yeah.
Understood, Zoltan. All right, I have initiative, so I am going to attack first. Okay, Glorpert's in heavy armor but doesn't have a shield. Praderi is... Who's the one who stabbed me the most last time? It was Praderi, wasn't it?
Maybe?
Stabbed you?
Oh, was it Ulfkel who stabbed me?
Oh, no. Praderi rolled big.
Oh, okay. You sure it wasn't you?
Big damage.
I barely got it. It was the pluses that helped me.
I've never seen such big damage.
All right,
I
this is first...
don't suppose the aura does anything against this.
It does. It boosts your effective armor class. All right. Anyway, Ambrose tries to smack your head in with a huge stick, and does so.
Ow!
God,
Oof, ouch.
Yeah, he rolls a natural 20 for max damage. Praderi is absolutely
Holy
creamed.
shit.
Oh my god.
I'm still up.
Like, no, like actual bonus for a crit. He just happens to roll max damage. Jesus.
I didn't hear that, pal.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like Knight's Tale when he takes that freaking pillar to the chest and he's like, "Whoo! I didn't feel a thing." Because only he did.
Yes, naturally. All right. The ogres behind him scamper forward, squabbling about who gets to eat the fat idiot. And that is their action. Now it is your turn to stab the big ogre. His armor class is 14.
Oh boy.
We need to do missile fire first.
No, missile fire wasn't really available this round due to the whole circumstances of like
Yeah.
ambushing them hand-to-hand combat, etc.
So on just melee, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Ulfkel's blow is telling. All right, and it looks like Ulfkel's the only one who successfully lands a hit.
Yep.
Alrighty. Ambrose huge. The ogre's huge door club sways back and forth, warding off your attacks as he tries to force you all back away from the thing. In the process, he sort of accidentally backhands Praderi, almost killing him by accident. Spells. Their spellcaster doesn't exist. Your spellcasters.
Yeah. Lightning bolt.
Naturally. Go ahead and roll. I will roll their saving throws.
Okay.
From front to back.
Front to back. 27 is the answer.
Another
Alright.
great roll.
All right,
Wow.
so that's a fail and a pass and a fail and a pass. So, fail and pass. 27 divided by 2 round down is 13.
Hmm.
You hear a little
Oh.
pop pop as 2 eyeballs explode far down in the back.
One could get. Do we hear that?
He said he did.
Mom.
He said we did.
Mom,
He said we did. They
Mom.
must have been super loud.
Mom.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
Loud
good point.
eyeballs.
you're
Yeah,
right.
you
We
guys-
shouldn't be able to hear. You're right. We can't hear shit.
Yeah, not much is heard. I'm now going to roll a saving throw, a morale check for these poor guys at the end of this turn. Let's do the rest of our spells first. Zoltan wasn't casting a spell. Moore was casting Charm Person, if I remember correctly.
Yes, and so
And
was
Merdagi-
Merdagan.
All right. I will roll 2 saving throws.
I'm specifically targeting not the front one.
Alrighty.
Listen, I know it's same team, and Richard, you're the DM. Oh,
But-
God, I hate
but-
myself right now.
But
But
I've cast Charm Person a lot.
oh yeah.
It only works on humanoids,
Human
right?
size or smaller.
Human-sized. Okay. I
Oh
wasn't sure
yeah.
if it would work
That
larger.
saves you some time.
Okay. Yep.
Alright, I'll roll a
Sorry,
saving throws anyway.
guys.
No,
Maybe-
no,
Just-
you're absolutely right.
No,
I thought
I'm-
it was
You
humanoid. I
can't
forgot
stop me
about
from
the
being
size.
creative, and you're casting the spell. We'll see if anything comes of it. Okay, the spell happens. We'll see what comes of that. Based on, given that you just blast them with lightning, probably not a lot. They're not in a very friendly mood. All right, it is now the second. It is now the end of the turn. I'm going to roll a morale check. The ogre bellows something angrily, and waves his now smoldering club as it bursts into flame from the lightning that just channeled through it. In the rear ranks, you hear, well, I guess you actually don't hear much of anything, but one of the rear ogres scrambles over the steaming carcass of their fellow. And we will declare spells, and then we will roll initiative again.
Magic missile.
Light.
Yo,
Oh, no. Maybe web instead. Yeah, web.
Nice.
Okay.
I would like to bite them I would like to bite the big boy while invisible.
okay.
In case they feel like running later.
Alright.
Yeah, more will just cast light. Oh, flashbang.
Moore's flashbanging. Zoltan is chomp. Magnus is web. I cast bite. As you do. All right, now I will roll initiative. You go first.
Yay!
They do movement, and they have already closed to melee range. So now it is your turn to do movement, or to do missile fire. Though I don't really recommend missile fire, given the circumstances in which you would be shooting.
I'd like to lunge.
Alrighty. Zoltan moves. Zoltan lunges in.
All right. I assumed I would get some kind of bonus from attacking from invisibility, but
You do.
Okay.
It's like a plus. They get effective +4 to hit. And now we will do attack rolls.
Okay. This is without the +4, so
Okay.
13. Damn, I rolled like crap.
Unfortunately, you really did. Even with the +4 on top, with the 13 is not quite enough to hit. It needs a 14.
All right. I whiff and become visible.
Bless.
Oh
Wait.
yeah!
Ah!
The
Ah!
bless!
The bless!
The light be with us. It does approve of poison. This is theological proof. All right, I'll roll a saving throw, and then we'll do damage.
I hit the boss with a 4.
He does make his save, unfortunately, so he
Oh.
will not have a seizure and die.
Oh, that would have been so good. God, I think I missed him by 1 last time, too.
I think what happens is, like, you get his ear and pump it completely full of poison. But, like, it's just
He's
his ear.
probably just a big, strong boy, and he shrugs it off. But anyway, he
Yeah,
takes
but
this much... Oh, God, I roll minimum for regular damage. So he takes 1 damage.
His poor ear. His poor ear. You've poison-flated him. All right, Ulfkill hits. Pryderi hits. Or rather, Nisel hits. Between Ulfkill and Pryderi...
Wait a minute. Is the -2 for the stench, where has that worn off?
Long ago. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, all right, great.
Okay. Ulfkill, Nisel and Ulfkill bring down the lead ogre and slay it. His final words as he collapses, "My money!"
That was really photogenic.
Thank you.
That looked real. You're fading into your background there. It's cool.
I have fun. The ones in the rear, recognizing that their leader has just been pasted, look hesitant to proceed. Look like they might be considering running away. Magnus, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah. I don't think there's a save for this one, or maybe there is. I don't think so.
I don't
Just
believe so.
what
This is
happens.
what it is best at. And we'll scribble a little web. The rear one is entangled, and the front one cannot retreat. And more, I will roll a saving throw for the front one or the rear one.
Well, hold
Which
on a
one do you-
sec. It should entangle the rear 2, which is 20 feet by 10 feet.
That's
There's only 2
true.
alive. But it can get them both, I believe.
All right, so they're both entangled. More, which one do you want to try and flashback?
I mean, it was gonna go after the big one in front, but that one's not an issue. So the next one back.
Alrighty. Saving throw. And that is just enough. It illuminates the webbing instead. And now the fight is thoroughly over. I'll haul some carcasses out of the way.
Did one of them successfully retreat?
No.
Oh.
There's the music.
Magnus made sure of that.
Yes.
We killed 5 ogres, you guys.
It went a lot better
Remarkable
this
feat
time.
of arms. Yes.
Uh,
Had a plan, and the plan worked.
good vibes,
Nice.
yeah.
Nicely done. That was a very convincing bravo you sent in there, Zolotan.
Thank you. And you
All
made convincing bravos yourselves.
The 2 surviving ogres flail unhappily in the webbing, trying to struggle their way free. They're strong enough to do it, not too long, so you better make a decision on them quick.
Oh, we are absolutely like stabbing
Slay
the crap
them.
out of them. Yeah.
Pole arms. Pole arms.
Yeah,
and
arrows and pole arms. Yeah.
Alrighty, so you can kill the one in front easily enough, but then he's in the way of the one in the rear, and you
Fight
can't
him.
really. I'm sorry.
What'd you say? You
I
fight him? Or-
get a second thing of poison.
That's true. Alright. I'll definitely get at least a shot at that. Yeah, he blows his saving throw. So you kill the first one the manual way, and the second one, once the webbing is torn free, gets jumped by Zolotan, bit, and he perishes, his heart stopping. And and that takes 2 turns. Trying to figure out how to get this thing to there. There's one.
2 turns or 2 rounds?
Turns. So like 20 minutes of grappling with all that
Okay.
nonsense. I assume you wish to plunder the area this time.
Yes, we are charging our. Yes, we are moderately
At a medium
ambling
pace.
down that passage.
Yes.
And
Okay.
there's a bag of platinum, apparently. At least some platinum.
Yes.
Yes.
You observe the big critter's body and check the bag and check the other coinage. You have acquired 300 platinum pieces, which I can't remember if that's worth 3,000 or 1,500 gold pieces.
3,000.
Nice.
Good. Hell yeah.
Electrum would be the if there was any Electrum.
Like the halfway, right?
Electron's
Yeah.
like 5 silver.
Yeah, Electrum's half a gold. Same thing.
Right.
It's a gold silver alloy.
Yes. Right,
And then
these
we're
are
going up.
These are proper kilo pennies.
Then we're going to go up into their lair.
Okay. A moment. Just gonna grab the roll. So the first thing you find are the bodies of several goblins slain some time ago, who have been eaten down to the bone and left in a untidy little pile. There are 2 other exits from this room, one to the southeast and one to the north. Let me describe this room briefly. This is a dirt room, a dirt cave. The wall, ceiling, and floor of this room are hard-packed dirt. And like some other rooms in this floor you have seen, there is a slight trickle of loose dirt falling from the ceiling to the ground. But other than that, it is a boring and featureless dirt cave. Aside from the ogre stench it has accumulated over time.
Loot the goblins.
The goblins have been looted. It's less like they are goblins and more like they are the remnants of a bucket of Kentucky Fried Goblin.
Evocative.
Extra crispy?
No.
Extra
North or
rare.
south, guys?
North.
Okay, we're gonna push north a little bit. Zolotin, you're not invisible.
No.
Do you want to fly? You want to?
Yeah, I'll go
You're
forward.
a little bit safer if you fly up,
Yeah.
clinging to the ceiling.
Yeah, at least to the end of this cavern. I think then it's gonna get pretty low again. But even then, I can retreat a little quicker than most.
Okay. You're advancing to the north?
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna scout a little. What, 30 feet ahead of us or something?
Sure. No problem.
The tunnel to the north quickly goes almost vertical, an 80-degree shaft along a rough soil slope.
So this will bring us almost above the tomb of Sarachek, if I'm reading
Yes.
this right.
As you look up, you can see a dim hint of sunlight winking from far above.
Ooh.
Do you fly up to check it out?
Yes. I coil and flutter my way upwards.
You have found another passage from the surface. However, it is a difficult to navigate one for people who do not climb and do not have a rope.
Is this?
Do we have rope?
We have grappling
is-
hook. We have rope.
Is this the tunnel we've been in before?
No.
No. Okay.
Is it terminus?
I don't know what that means in this context.
Is
Is
there
it
any
dead end?
more like underground stuff that we can explore down here, or is it just
north?
stop and turn northward?
Yeah,
Turn
just-
up, not north.
Is this north the dead end?
Yeah, north is a dead end in that it leads to the surface world.
Yeah. Alive then.
Okay. Well, let's go back and make sure there's nothing going to come up from the south, shall we?
You turn to the south. The south likewise quickly turns into a slope. This one slopes almost straight down.
Zolotin, you want to keep going a bit further, 30 feet ahead of us?
Yes, I shall.
All right.
That's all it does.
Navigating this passage does not look safe for anyone except Sultan and perhaps Lufstan. The slope is too steep and the terrain too perilous.
Is it sloping up or down?
Down. This will take you deeper into the dungeon.
Take a. We're gonna have to like semi-rappel down then. We'll put some spikes in the ground and
Yep.
and carefully go. It'll probably reduce our movement rate a good amount. It's almost.
Do we
time.
do we need to seek a place to hole up, or are we planning to go back home?
You've gotten quite a prize.
I think we should probably
Have we?
head back. Yeah, we got 300 platinum and a big door.
There
Right.
is another door that is unopened as well
Yeah, we
in
should
that room.
Yes.
we should open
Let's
that
go.
door.
Let's open that.
Let's
door.
go back and open that door.
Okay.
All right.
So this
Appropriate
just
notation
has
for
that
everything on the
vertical shaft. I just want to verify.
Yes.
So the north
Makes
is
sense.
vertical shaft, yeah.
Yeah, there is a vertical shaft to the north, which takes you up to the surface world, and a vertical shaft to the south, which takes you down to a location that is not known to you.
Cool. We found a new. Well, we should. If you're using those conventions, we should go down there after this door, claim it, and then get out of here.
Not a bad thought.
Checkpoint unlocked.
Okay.
Is that how claiming works?
More or less. There's the convention here that if you describe if you reach a floor of the dungeon, you can just fast travel to it from the entrance of the dungeon as long as you can describe how you do it.
Well, I mean,
Which a lot-
yeah, we got a pretty good way to do that. Zolatan would snoop around the vertical shaft to the surface so that he can get a sense of how to guide people there next time more quickly.
Of course.
And then
You perform the necessary triangulations to locate yourself firmly within a space we have not yet defined spatially.
yeah.
So there's this door to the south in the room full of dead ogres. I presume you were going to open it. It is stuck. I presume you are going to open it using some level of violence. Whichever one of you is strongest, roll a 1d6.
I mean,
Is that Glorper?
I got a 16. Is that me?
That's you.
Yep.
Okay.
Get in there, beefcake.
Come on.
He rubs his hands together. And I don't know.
That's good. That'll do it.
Yeah, okay.
You open the door and are immediately assailed by a horrific stench, which, frankly, by the standards of the stenches you guys have been dealing with, is barely worth writing home about. This room appears to have been a sleeping quarters at some point. It has 5 large piles of skins, one of which is a big, intact bear skin. There's some lumps in the skin bedding.
Let's look under that.
Leoston, with his nimble, delicate fingers, can inspect closely.
Always you volunteer me for the dangerous work, he says, proceeding to do exactly as asked. He carefully pinches his nose shut with one hand and begins working through the skins with the tip of his dagger. Here's what you find. First, the bearskin itself is extremely valuable. It is completely intact. It needs to be washed badly, but it is probably worth 300 gold pieces by itself. He also finds a two-handed greatsword, which has a silvered edge. It shines brilliantly even in this light, somehow has resisted tarnishing over time.
Remarkable.
Yes. Several more residue of buckets of Kentucky Fried Rat, a entire keg of wine, a bottle of brandy, and a smaller bottle, clay, unlabeled and sealed with a cork.
We take it all, right?
We take it all.
You get to plundering. You're
Yes.
you're starting to experience a bit of encumbrance, as you are now laden with 30 pounds worth of coin and another 20 or 30 pounds, honestly, probably another 60 pounds worth of bearskin.
We can use the.
There's like 10 of us. We could distribute that easily, probably.
We could use the door as a sled or a litter.
This man's thinking. Let me see if anything jumps you on the way out. No, you get away with it. Given the timing, I will say that now is the appropriate time for you to retreat from Rappan Athuk with your piles of treasure and proceed home,
Yeah.
laden with wealth, as you deserve to be.
It was only about 9:30 when we concluded all that, so we have a good part of the day to travel.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And I will work out the travel mechanics over the course of probably like 10 minutes after the session. Allow me to fast forward us to someplace a lot nicer than this, as you well deserve.
Glorpert is extravagant in his tales of these battles.
As well he should be. After a few more days of travel along the river, you return to the Bristleback Inn and other places in Kayden's Rest to sing of your accomplishments, to bask in the adulation of your fans, and to finally take a hot bath.
What a gross place that is. Truly.
It's so gross. You're sure there's more treasure yet to be found down there, some ripe for the taking.
Yeah, there was another door just to the left of that one where we previously found the self-sweeping broom that we didn't have a chance to peek into.
The caller next week will be Finbar, who, assuming he can make it back from whatever fairy pit he fell into while he was away. But I'm sure that with the guidance of his loving wife, he will escape the other intact.
Ulfkel takes the first opportunity to put the crown back on his head, looking at Magnus and winking, and says, fellows, I think there's a lot more yet to be found in the bowels of Rappan Athuk. I say we go back.
Yeah! Glorpert splashes his ale all over the place. And drunken
Times
glee, I buy everybody, how much would it cost? Let's see, 6 gold. I buy everybody's food for the day.
We looted a thing of wine, right? Like a big cask of wine.
Yeah.
So we can tap into it.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's
Shall
tap
we
into that.
broach the
A
wine?
keg in a bottle.
You breach the keg of wine, looted from within the depths of Rappan Athuk, triumphantly returning it to the light from which it came. It's dog shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The
What
wine
is this?
stinks.
Vinegar?
Oh,
Oh.
What was in the clay bottle?
Mysteries.
you uncork the clay butter. Tastes weird and bitter. It makes you feel kind of lightheaded.
That sounds fun.
I need to identify
So
that.
hang on a sec. I know we're over time, but so when you say that the wine is dog shit, do you mean that it's undrinkable or just that you shouldn't drink it? Because like my guy's been around. He's probably he's choked
got a
down
ro-
some pretty nasty drink.
He's got a wrought iron stomach, probably.
It's probably not as bad. I'm trying to remember that legendary absolute garbage drink that used to refer to tell me to stories
Smirnoff
about.
Ice.
MD 2020.
No, not Smirnoff Ice. It was worse than that.
No, that's not Smirnoff Ice. Fine.
It was like
That your brother
it was
that-
like mint
Wait,
Mad
liqueur.
Dog. Oh.
Oh, wait,
It's
wait,
not
no. Oh, the coffee liqueur.
Yeah.
No, not coffee liqueur. It was coffee brandy.
It's not as bad as the coffee brandy, but you can see it from here. It's
Oh,
really
that's pretty rough.
It's bad, but like it's not going to poison you, but it's bad.
My friend James at the time, I remember him saying, "Fear is the mind killer," and then he took a big swig of that stuff.
Killed his mind.
True. So,
We conquered tonight,
Like-
my friends. I raise a toast to Glorpert
yeah.
and Magnus and Zolatan and Pruderi.
Thank you. And to the king.
To the king.
Long live the king, baby.
Yes,
The-
both